Hi there, welcome back to Notability. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at annotating. Now, in the last couple of videos, we got a chance to explore all the different kinds of folder structures, how to organize, and things like that. So I'm just going to come over here where you see the new button. You're going to go ahead and tap that to create a brand new note. At the bottom, you can start choosing how you want your note to look. You can choose from ruled paper, grid, which is my template, dot paper. The import option is very helpful. If you have any type of PDFs on here, you'll see that I even have connected my Google Drive. If you ever want to connect that, come up to the three dots and you can add that as one of your options. Now, if I do open my Google Drive, you'll see that docs and slides and things like that have been grayed out, but I will show you later on how to go from docs and slides into Notability. But if you do have PDFs, then yes, you can pull those straight into Notability that way. The other options you have are scanning. So if you don't have a digital version, or if you have notes or an article, you can directly scan them into Notability, which is really convenient and really lovely. You also have access to templates, which you've seen in previous videos. So here again, lined paper, college ruled, planners, anything that you can imagine. From here, you can always select the title of your notes if you would like to rename it. To understand how Notability is laid out, you're going to tap on this page layout. You'll have access to all the different pages in your file. If you tap the three dots, you're going to see a couple of more options. You can add some pages, you can duplicate as needed, yes, even create a template. You also can clear a page. So this is after you've annotated and written, maybe you need to wipe it clean for the next class period, or you want to go through it again. You can clear a page as well and delete from there. When it comes to actually starting to write, you're going to see that my pen toolbar is all the way at the bottom. If yours is at the top and you would like to move it, you just have to press and hold that toolbar. Now, I already have selected the pen tool, and you'll see I have a couple of different colors. Your colors may look a little bit different, which is totally fine. You can always tap a color, and here is where you can add some colors. I've even added some custom colors. You can do that by tapping a plus sign. And then you also have a color wheel. So here you can also have access to different thicknesses for the pen. Always tap those to change and save as you need. And then yes, different pen style. So you have your traditional kind of a ballpoint pen, you have a calligraphy pen, you have a dashed, and you have a dotted. Now, when you start writing, you can obviously zoom in and you can zoom out as you need, if you need to write smaller or larger. And then you also have things like highlighters. And again, you see that I've probably added my own highlighters. Now for the highlighter, you can just kind of color it in right on top. My other favorite thing about highlighters is that, let's say you have a word in a sentence or you are annotating. If you highlight and hold, you'll see that the line has straightened. So that is one of my favorite things in both the highlighter and the pen tool. So if you need to underline key words, that line's not straight, but if you press and hold, you're able to do that. So this is called snapping, and you can do this with shapes like circles. You can even draw boxes around your final answer, and using those blue dots, you can always change that shape. And if you don't like those colors, you can always come up to style and you can change that as well. You have an eraser. Now the whole eraser is going to erase an entire stroke, but if you're like, I just need a little bit of erasing, then you would choose the partial option. So that's a really nice way to clean up your handwriting if you need that. Other options that you have built into Notability are the lasso tool. You have a free form and a boxed option. The free form, you'll imagine, you can just draw around. I tend to use the boxed, but what you can do with this is you can rotate text. You can make text larger and smaller. So if you need to fit it in a certain area, so maybe you wrote the word problem a bit too big. You also, with this same lasso tool, can change the style. So if you've shown a bunch of work, but you're kind of wondering, oh, I meant to color code this, You can tap on style and quickly swap the color. The other thing you have access to is the convert option, where you can select it, and yes, you can tap on text and it will convert anything that you've written into text. Yes, you can even use that lasso tool to convert to math, and you'll see exactly what it looks like. My favorite is, again, here's that style, and yes, even lock, so you can lock certain things down. Now, the plus sign will allow you to add in anything like stickers. You'll see some that I currently have in my Notability. You can also use this option to tap and add any images in your photo library. Yes, you can even scan as well, so this is also an option. Let's say I want to use the camera option because I want to upload a photo of some work that a student did at their desk, and I think it'd be a great moment to discuss as a class. So then I'm just going to tap use this photo, and I have the option to move it around. I also have the option to crop this picture. So maybe there's extra space around and I don't need that. So now that it's in Notability, I can switch over to my pen tool or even my highlighter, and I can talk about the different steps, and I can annotate on students' work and draw all around it and really have some deeper conversations. This is the sticker option. You also have GIFs and sticky notes. Now, let's say you have drawn and you're a more artistic person than myself. Let's say I really love the heart that I drew, and I would love to reuse this in every note that I have, or maybe even throughout a lesson. You can also come back to that same lasso tool and now tap on the save option, and it doesn't really look like it's gone anywhere. But if you come back to your stickers, oh, here's that heart. And now I can use this throughout any lesson and even other notes within Notability. You also have access to a laser pointer. Now you have the option to have a no tail. So if I'm wanting to talk to students about this part of the problem, or my personal favorite is the one with the tail, where I can really draw, and if you hold it down, it'll stay there. But the minute you lift your pen, you'll see that it fades and goes into the background. So I can say, oh, we were supposed to minus here, and now I can have a conversation, or I can point to certain things in a problem, or I can underline certain pieces and it will disappear. The tape option is fairly new in Notability. Let's say I have done all of this work. What you can do with the tape is you can cover, and again, you can hold it, and you can hide and choose different colors, different styles. You'll see I can add different color tape, different thicknesses, and here, yes, all the different styles of tape. Here, you can reveal all of your tape. But now, as I talk through this with my class, I can tap it and I can slowly reveal the information and again have that discussion. If you choose the whole eraser, it deletes and clears out all of that tape all at once. So you also have that option. Other options in Notability, you can use a zoom box. So if you do need to write in a very teeny tiny space, you can always write it down in this space and you'll see it up here on your notes. So it just gives you some extra room. You also have text. Yes, a recording feature, rulers. This is a pencil. My favorite though is if your toolbar looks different, or maybe you would like to take away a tool or add something to your toolbar, you're just gonna tap on that gear for me. And now you have access to all of these, and you'll see that you can drag things up and drag them down. And then you can even hide them completely from the toolbar. And then tap on the done, and your toolbar will be updated, and you can use it throughout every single note as much as you need.